Hello, and welcome to the video explaining the University of Michigan Dearborn's Fall 2021 Freshman Admissions Process. My name is Kevin Shannon, Director of Undergraduate Recruitment, and I'm going to be walking you through the admissions process. The first and most important fact about our admissions process this year is that the University of Michigan Dearborn will not require the submission of an SAT or ACT score for the 2021 undergraduate application. When students complete the admissions application, there will be a question which will allow them to indicate if they would like their test scores factored into their admission decision or not. Now, we have kind of two main categories that relate to when students may opt out of having their test scores considered as part of their application process. The first category is for students who are unable to take the SAT or ACT test due to scheduling challenges caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. The second category is for students who feel that their test scores just don't accurately reflect their ability and they have a strong academic record in high school. Unless you meet one of those two scenarios, students are encouraged to submit a score. By submitting a score, it increases your merit-only scholarship review and course placement. Next, I wanted to go over the application timeline. Now, there's some important dates on this slide, so I encourage you to jot these down. The application for admissions opens on August 1st, and the free application for federal student aid, or the FAFSA, opens on October 1st. Admissions decisions will first be released on October 15th. So what that means, if anyone applies between August and October 15th, your decision will not be released until that October 15th date. After that date, decisions are going to be released on a rolling basis upon having a completed application. So once students apply after that date and a decision is made, their decision will be sent out to them. We encourage students to complete their admission application and complete the FAFSA by December 1st. This priority date will ensure timely financial aid packages and maximum consideration for aid programs that may be competitive or have limited funding available. So that December 1st date should be your target to apply to U of M Dearborn and have your FAFSA completed. The financial aid office will begin sending out award packages in December. After that date, financial aid award packages will be sent rolling based upon receiving a completed FAFSA. The admissions application deadline is April 1st, but again, we encourage you to apply by December 1st. And the day to commit to attending U of M Dearborn is May 1st. I also wanted to go over the application process of how to apply to U of M Dearborn. It's a relatively simple process. First, students should complete an application. You can do so right online by visiting our website. The nice thing about our application is that it's free and it's pretty easy to complete. The next step, students should send their high school transcript. And I wanted to go over a couple details about the high school transcript. The transcript should contain 9th, 10th, and 11th grade grades on them at minimum. And the GPA that's posted on your transcript is what we use for an admissions decision. If you go to a school that weights your GPA and that weighted GPA is on the transcript, we will use the weighted GPA for a decision. And then finally, students who opt in to have their test scores as part of their admissions decision will also need to send their SAT or ACT scores to us. And that's all it takes to apply. There's no letters of recommendation and no essays required as part of the admissions process. Also an important note, after you apply, we encourage you to visit your application portal for updates on your application status. I also wanted to give a little information on the admissions profile and criteria. This slide has infographics which show the incoming students' average GPA and test scores. The average GPA of an incoming student is a 3.60, and the average SAT is an 1180. The infographics also show the middle 50% of incoming students' GPA and test scores. We admit students who fall above and below these ranges, but these graphics help show what the admissions criteria is for the middle 50% of our incoming students. I also wanted to note that each application that we receive is reviewed individually by an admissions counselor. The admissions counselor will look at the student's high school transcript to see a student's academic performance, which includes what types of courses the students took in high school and the trends of their grades. Also, if a student opts in to have their test scores provided, these are also reviewed as part of the admissions process. One other important note on this slide, it's important to recognize that we complete a final grade review, which means that students are required to submit a final transcript upon graduation from high school. And the expectation is that the grades that you earned in your senior year are consistent to your previous high school performance. An important note related to students' transcripts, specifically for the spring 2020 semester, U of M Dearborn recognizes the challenges of the pandemic and that many students may have taken courses with a pass or no pass grade during that spring 2020 semester. Please know that U of M Dearborn will not penalize students who have a pass or no pass grade on their transcript, and this will not negatively impact your admission decision. Now, we know that there are many factors that you consider as you're making your college decision. We know that especially now, finances and affordability may be key among those factors. The University of Michigan Dearborn has a commitment to making your college education both affordable and exceptional. We will offer students a competitive aid package that is based on both academic excellence and a family's demonstrated need, ensuring that you receive a valuable education at an affordable cost. As I mentioned before, we recommend that all students complete the FAFSA, which opens on October 1st. Please be sure to include UM Dearborn's school code, which is on the screen, so our financial aid office has access to your financial aid information. Also, as I mentioned before, we encourage students to complete both their admissions application and the FAFSA by that December 1st priority date. This will ensure timely financial aid packages and maximum consideration for aid. We also encourage students to provide their test scores for consideration of any merit-only scholarships. As a reminder, the financial aid office will begin sending out packages in December, and I encourage you to check out the financial aid video for more information on this process. UM Dearborn also has the lowest annual cost among the 15 public universities, which is nearly $3,400 below the state average. Not only are our students paying less upfront and graduating with less debt than their peers, but they are also among the highest in terms of salary offers. As you can see, our students have the 4th highest average starting salary, and that continues to climb as they progress through their careers, to an average salary of $130,000 within 10 years of graduation. Finally, we encourage you to explore our website to learn more about U of M Dearborn. I've listed a couple key websites on the screen which relate to our academic major offerings and more information on the admissions process, financial aid, and any upcoming virtual events that we have. We also encourage you to engage with us on any of our social media platforms. We post regular content on these sources, and they're a great way for you to learn more about our student experiences and start engaging with our campus. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to the admissions office at und-admissions@umich.edu. Thank you for watching this video and for your interest in U of M Dearborn. We hope to receive your application soon. Go Blue and go Dearborn.